carburetors. I did buy this for 25 bucks off of eBay. It's a Bendix Zenit. Yeah, so it's an updraft but with a conversion to make it side draft, you know. And you'll see the holes, the inlet flange isn't exactly the same size, but the holes are just about concentric. So that's a good backup to the backup, right? This is the one where the compensating jet is buggered. I'm just back from Scotland to visit my dad's, and they come up trumps with two good, I hope good, Zenith carb bodies. Here's a more complete one with the choke assembly on it. Kinda, sort of the choke works. That needs to work. Yes, it does. It needs to work. It does seem to work, but I think it's supposed to be jammed underneath that. Oh, I'll look at the one here. No, I'll take that off of there, didn't I? So, you pull the choke on. Yeah, it should be over the top of that, right, not underneath it. That's okay. Let's just correct that, like that, I believe. Pull the choke on, opens the throttle a wee bit. Right, so the valve in the throttle seems to be working as well. Let me get my headlight on so we all can see a bit better. Sorry about the background buzzing. It's the battery charger. I'm just back from Scotland, so of course everything needs charged up again. I'll be gone for 3 weeks. Don't know what I did with my Here we are with my new carburetor. We'll give up on the SU for a moment because that didn't seem to get me anywhere, and we'll put in our Zenit, right? The new Zenit, newish Zenit. Let me find the correct nut and bolt remover. I'll get this out here. And then I'll remember what I said, I'm going to take this manifold off. Maybe just put some sealant in it or something. Because my dad, you know, I brainstormed this with my dad and he's saying, well, you know, I don't think the manifold not sealing up properly would stop you from starting. But it might, you know. That's what I shared with him, that I thought it would start nonetheless. But maybe not. Because this inlet manifold, you know, you can't tighten this inlet manifold on its own. It's part of the exhaust manifold, so if you've got a loose joint there, and I mean gas was dripping out the bottom of the exhaust manifold because it wasn't sealing right. So I think that's part of my problem here. I'm not getting a good seal on that joint. Now if I just put some goopity goop RTV in that joint, I might be able to get enough on the bolts. There's 3 of them broken now, remember? 3. Ugh. That was the punishment for trying to use my electric wrench. I was so psyched about having an electric wrench, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to use it. Broke 3 of my exhaust studs without me even noticing. I mean, it was, I guess, that strong without me realising how strong it was. Remember what I said about these nuts and bolts not coming out too easily because there's just not enough clearance. The Zen's a bit better, but not much better. Put them there. I mean, I do have a banjo bolt here. Would that be the same as the Zenith? That would be a miracle, wouldn't it? I don't think it would be. Anyway, I was pretty sure that was working okay, this sucker. No doubt I'm wrong. Certainly didn't help me get going. Right, so we're going to put that Zenith on there, but first of all, let's take this little guy off again. This exhaust manifold. You know, there's nothing else going on at the moment anyway. It's certainly not starting. So let's get this thing off and have a good look at it. That is not the right wrench. Well, that one, it's very small, very smallish. So that one tightened up quite well. It's obviously one of the good ones. You know, I should put them back on there. I've managed to not lose them so far. It would be good to continue to not lose them, if you know what I mean. We'll need them when we put the Zenit on. Right, so let's get these little nuts and bolts off again, right? So I hope you're keeping count of how many times I do a repeat job here, because it is a little bit depressing. I've got to admit to you, it's a little bit depressing. Doing the same thing over and over. And I actually don't understand how I can't get this engine to start. Unless I've really messed up the timing again. I mean, it's hard to believe that I would mess up the timing again. Well, if you knew me, maybe it wouldn't be hard to believe. But I really thought I would have started it by now. I wouldn't have set off in this venture if I didn't think I could get this started, guys. You know, I mean, that's, I think when I last worked out, it was 70 hours I'd spent on this. 70? Can you believe it? Oh, I believe it. Sore backs. I got it last year, right? Was it last year? The year before? Oh, jeepers. Don't even say that. I can't remember when I got it. I need to go and look at that video. I think it was like July or something, but surely it was last year, 2024, right? Not 2023. No, cannot be that. This is maybe one of the broken ones here. Oh no, this is one I shortened, remember? Because the threads were so gubbed. Oh, we can get that back on again. The threads on that second one don't look too hot either, man. Oy, oy, oy. So that's 3 we got tightened. And then the next one's definitely broken. I can see it sticking out. Forlorn Lake. So that's that one. With no washer because we're so tight to it. This is the broken one. See the broken end. So I'll need to get a stud extractor for that. So that's one broken one. Is this one broken? And that is a different size. And this one's not good. This feels like a wee bolt though, not just a short stud again. But it is a nut. This little nut. And this one is a different size. So how did that work? Oh look, Linda, that's it. Interesting. Actually looks like one of the brass ones here. Maybe this is one of the originals. That's why it's not exactly the same size. Didn't know. So, oh, it looked as if there was one busted there, huh? I don't think that would cause such a big problem. Anyway, let's pull this off and have a look. It's obviously not sealed very well at all. So, let's see why. Oh, I've still got one. Still got one on here, chaps. Missed one completely. Were you watching that? You were just going to let me wiggle and wiggle and wriggle and tickle inside her. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Wow, that was silly. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, I mean, that mating surface is pretty good. This this gasket is still on here, right? But we've got some muck around here. Yeah, it's not sealing very well against that other surface. Mostly because of the head gasket material. See that? The copper sealer. So maybe I have to scrape all that off. Clean this surface thoroughly. Look, I will be able to get a stud extractor on that. See, it's right on the surface, I think. Oops. So let's say that there gasket is okay. I pronounce the gasket okay. Let's put it over here. And let's get something to clean this whole surface here. It's just a bit of a mess. I need a good light as well. I have a little light here. Where is it? Yeah, there's a bit of old gasket material there that's definitely causing a problem. See it here? Yeah, that's... I just put my manifold right on top of that. I was never going to seal. Right, I need to scrape all this. This is a good old mess, man. Probably was creating a big enough problem to stop it from starting. I think. You know? What do I know? Seems that way to me. Like a big old mess. What did I think this surface didn't matter when everything else matters? It makes me wonder. Sometimes see this big piece of gasket from the 1800s? Exaggerating of course, but What the hell? What's that as well? Another bit of gasket material. Yeah, there's a whole chunk of gold in a gasket material here. See it? It's like really gummed up. I don't know why I thought I didn't need to check on this. You know, attention to detail, guys. I did not pay any attention to detail. Trying not to get it in the manifold. But look, big chunks. What the hell, man? Oh, I sometimes wonder about myself. Ooh, baby. Don't get me lean, so don't break anything. Wow, that's a real mess. I mean, just these two areas, maybe? Oh, old gasket material. Really stuck in there. That's that busted stud, and here's more. Little gasket material. Jeepers creepers, dudes. Yeah, I don't think that was going to be very successful, do you? Can't remember which goes where, but let's scoot some stuff in there as well, huh? Lubricate all that. Don't look very lubricated to me, you know. This off. Still missing bits of it. See that? Easy to do if you think it's just dirt. It doesn't matter. Here it's not dirt. And it does friggin' matter, man. Let's scoot some stuff in there. Ow. Oh, that's on your back. Dude, jeez. Please. Watch your back. Watch your back, dudes. Watch your back. We'll scoot some big blaster. The blaster. PB blaster. Can never remember the name of it. And scoot it in each one of these. For better or for worse, who knows. Now let's, should we put some gunk on it? Or just offer up the gasket the way it is? I'm tempted to just put it on the way it is. The gasket itself's not that bad. Let's just put it on. And not bother about any RTV, you know what I mean? Put it on, baby. Don't mess with me. Just stay there and give me some light. Can you? Stick it there. Some more bitter. Okay, come on, baby. You got the guts to fit. You came off just a second ago. That's the one that's missing. Don't worry about that. Stud ain't there. It ain't there in mine. Okay. So we're going to get that gasket there actually. A joint that seals up now. We're missing that stud, see. I don't want to take the time to put a new stud in there right now. If I can get it running and it's a decent engine, then I'll for sure fix that. I mean, there's also a head stud that's just shoved in there. I might put a bit of Araldite or something on it, but anyway, it's this is gubbed. Right, let's put the manifold on again. I'll try this all over again, huh? This surface, as I said, looks okay to me. Okay. Try again. Try again. Tuppence bird. Put the duff one in first, because it ain't doing nothing. One wonders if you put GB weld in there, and just, you know, GB welded it in, if the force from the other bolts would actually let it seal, you know. You know what I mean? You could, I'm sure, bridge across these two bolts and press that in. You know what I mean? Put a plate across it. I did something like that with the water inlet before. I mean, it didn't work. It did work. It worked for a couple of years, and then it stopped working. This is a bad thread right here. Should I try and clean it up with the doodly bits? I'll just tighten it on, hope for the best. There's a couple of threads right at the back there that are not too bad. So we'll get it over the first couple, maybe. Oh, that whole stud's moving, man. Jeez, these are not in very good shape, man. I'm just saying, not in very good shape. I don't know if this will keep tightening down. I mean, it did before. So if I can get onto those last couple of threads, that's why I took that washer off. There are some good threads at the inside here. You know the other one that cut short? That was the same idea. The initial threads were really bad. I think I could rethread that with the tap and die set. This one I'm talking about, that I'm working on right now. See, it's not letting me tighten up. It won't go down past that blank area. It's fighting me. I'm probably just going to strip and turn in place. If I can get it to bite on those last couple of threads, it'll be fine. Let's continue to tighten that up. FYI. Who knew? That's on the good threads. Who knew that would happen, huh? Doesn't look as if it was tightened up all the way. So I'm just leaving it at that. On to the next one. This is short stubby, but with the relatively good threads, I think. Wow, that's a mixed bag, isn't it? But let's just say we get this to tighten up enough. Hopefully we'll get some gas going in down the gap with the other carburetor, and this tightened up adequately. One would hope. I'll make back through these again and tighten them just a quarter turn once I've all of these on here. Let's just put that one on. Okay, next. This is the sad little brass one. Is it sad? I don't think it's sad, but look how much easier that brass goes on. I'm assuming that it won't take as much force as a steel nut and bolt, and certainly a lot more expensive than a steel nut and bolt, right? But I seem to remember in the car from Queen's, I'm pretty sure it had all the original nuts and bolts on it when I was taking it apart. Because things like the exhaust manifold, these nuts and bolts here, these were brass down here. The nuts were brass, and they came off so easily because there's no rust. I mean, I don't know what the tensile strength is of brass, it's obviously weaker than steel, but what a treat being able to take these nuts and bolts off without them being rusted into oblivion, you know. Okay, so that one tightened up after a fashion. I'm very, very loath to tighten these up too tight, you know, put too much torque on them, because it's just a disaster when one of these breaks. I'll look up how to get rid of a stud like that, but I think, oh god, this is strict as well. No, maybe not. Okay, last one. A nut and a washer, you think? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. This one? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Okay, good. Now I'll go back through them all and see if I can crank them up just even an eighth of a turn each, huh? It's only a wee short spanner, I can't get a lot of force on it, surely. Okay, see, this is loose now, because others have all tightened up. Right, wee bit, wee bit, I hope. Yes, busted. This, a wee bit. That's it, open end. Yeah, a wee bit on that one too. Ah, didn't drop, lad. This one. This one. Oh man, awesome. Now let's get this carburetor on, hooked up. Get the gas in here. Oh man, I'm getting excited. Getting excited. I am. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Remember I said these are awkward nuts and bolts there. You just need to start threading in just as you offer up the carburetor, on that side anyway, because there's just no clearance on this side as well. Look. No clearance. Let's see. Just awkward, man. And obviously I'm saying it's got to fit right because it's designed for a Zenith. It's designed for it. Oh, yeah. I've seen this going on with my fingers before, so I don't understand why it's playing silly buggers with me now. Hopefully I haven't put it in the wrong threads or something stupid like that. It's gone on too easy to be in the wrong threads, but hey, I've done stupid things before. So this one's tightened up by hand. This is the right size wrench, by the way. It's a nondescript old wrench. It doesn't have a size on it. Sorry, I get excited there. I was going to tell you what size it was. No, it's some old wrench. Goodness knows how old that is, huh? Got it from a flea market. It did have a size on there somewhere. Maybe it is an old British wrench, I don't know. I brought some stuff of mine over from Scotland many moons ago. So maybe this is one of them. Could be a wet word, who knows. Okay. Right, let's put this little sucker on. Let's see if we can pump up some fuel. Here's my little fuel tank, you may remember. Let me tell you. I want to just pump this up, see if I get any gasoline before I do it, because I need to check the oil as well, right? So let's see if we can pump up some gasoline using our handy dandy mechanical fuel pump. I did get new diaphragms for that, by the way. So I'll eventually take that one apart and put the new diaphragm in it, and the other one that I took apart before from the old 1936, remember? I'll do that as well on that one. Do we need to put more gasoline in that wee boat tank? I think we do. Okie dokie. Put some more gas in the boat tank. Don't let me start this up without putting some more oil in it. I have some oil in the back of the Range Rover, I think. Don't know if I have any in here. Right, I'll be dropping this 2-gallon container. Gave up on the other gas tank. Gas, my 5-gallon container jug, meat jug. Plenty, I think. Muchos gracias. Certainly enough. Really sucked up with this. Now, let's see. quite a ways to pump. That's a long tube that's on that. Actually, we could pump that by hand, couldn't we? Coming up, pumping up. It's all good. Fill up our carburetor bowl. Number 2. I think it's pumping gas, don't you? I think it is. Okay. Choke closed. Check the oil. Put some oil in it actually. We've checked the oil already. Check the spark. Seems to be at the right place. Pretty strong spark. And so might be a little bit out of timing, right? I don't know why it wouldn't start. Let's give it a jump by 12 volt again. So it's plus. Where am I? Honestly, wonder sometimes where I am. Okie dokie then. That's the plus there. The 6 volt, negative there. The 6 volt. Plus, plus, negative, negative on the 12 volt. Let's see if we can get something going. I've got gasoline and spark, right? This is starter. Oh, it's loose. Bolt's loose. Everything's loose. Nothing's working. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I'm not even feeling a kickback on my... This is pumping gas weekly, but it's pumping gas. So that's full. I'm pulling gas through there into here. This still seems dry to me, as if it's not getting gas yet. Then my starter stopped working again. Earth. Nothing. As if my starter suddenly stopped working. Well, Steve, can we patch a brake for just a wee minute, maybe? Just a minute of a brake. Could we though? But I've lost it on the starter. Could be the batteries are just dead. I don't think it is just because the batteries are dead. I'm getting a good spark there. Getting fuel. Air. I mean, I should get a kick of some sort, shouldn't I? Why my starter just gave up on me. This is the paperclip starter. The paperclip starter. Maybe the paperclip fell out. Bloody brilliant. Okay. We're getting nowhere fast. Again. Spark and fuel and air and compression, right? So get compression, get spark. not getting a lot of gas. Like a carburetor bowl. It's getting some. It's getting some. Why isn't that plug wet then? Unless I can get that to turn over at a fair rate of knots, I'm up against it constantly. Right, and if that starter really has given up now, nothing. I feel it in my bones this time, guys. I reset the timing. It coughed. It did cough. The starter is still working. I've got the 6 volts and the 12 volts hooked up. So I've got a bit of extra boomph. And it did kick. So I'm going to keep this choke on. I'm going to work the throttle just like I would any other starting car. I'm losing some compression out of this. I actually saw a puff of smoke come out of there. Smoke? Maybe I need to put them all down another half a turn, huh? Put a starter. It coughed earlier. It did cough. This just does not want to go, guys. So valves valve clearances, valve, you know, setting the valves, all of that happy stuff. So the block would need to come off and start again. At that point I may as well just strip the engine, right? It's become too much of a job at this point to continue trying to start it. It's just not going to start. So just strip it for parts. Put the engine back together again once I've set all the valves, etc, etc, etc. But take the engine out. It's a good engine, right? It's not a good engine, it won't start. Good-ish engine, I should say. And I haven't taken the block off. Haven't checked the con rods or bearings or crank, oil pump, nothing. So, I mean, even if it started, the oil pressure gauge thing is just hacked off here, it would piss oil everywhere, of course. We'll give it one more go, just with the 12 volt, the 6 volt battery, maybe. Well, let's try it just with it, if it's kicking at all. I don't feel the normal kind of back pressure I get. It's definitely getting gasoline. There's gasoline coming out of the exhaust manifold. Doesn't mean it's getting into the block, of course. But it coughed there for a minute. It's just, there's no back pressure, you know. I normally get a kick of some sort if it's wanting to start. I didn't want to start. Just on the 6 volt. Just on the 6 volt. Did you hear that? Wow, now it does want to start. Let's give it an extra kick with the 12 volt. Don't want to do it too long with the 12 volt, huh? Throttle wide open. Starter. Poor starter. I'm going to burn out that starter for sure. Oh, not well. It's dripping gasoline, so it's definitely getting gasoline into that carb. And I could hear it. Did you hear it? Kind of what? Are we actually getting there? Maybe. We'll do it until the batteries are dead again. I've got my other battery charger working again. Thank goodness. Okay, 12 volts on it again. Full throttle, no choke, no choke. Starter's smoking like hell. Oh, I feel as if I'm close, guys. First time ever I'm feeling as if I'm close. Don't you think? It was trying to go there. So close. Squirt a wee bit of gasoline in each bore again. Wow. Maybe that extra cinch up. Here we go. Wow, it's really trying, guys. Normally that 12 volt would really rocket that starter, right? So our starter's not 100% for sure. We're getting a good spark, we know that. We're getting air, we're getting gasoline now. Gasoline. Sense that down a bit again. Okay, try again. Full throttle, no choke. We're frying that starter. I feel as if we're so close, guys. That's the end of it. The engine comes out, the chassis gets dismantled and put off to one side, so I've got more room in the garage, and then I'll start working on the other engine, and gradually we'll, you know, renovate. It's not as if the engine's getting discarded, it won't get discarded. It'll be used for the purpose for which I bought it, which was spares, right? So, you know, gradually, you know, I'll take this engine apart and I'll renovate it, and then it'll become a spare engine, which I'll probably need sooner rather than later with my car. And it lets me get on with, you know, working my own car. The paintwork is just completely disintegrating in my own car. So I want to spend some time repainting that car. I've got a couple of moderns that need some work. So that's all going to happen. Let me just put this a little bit upside down. Right, so that's a little bit SDP, and hopefully that'll improve compression in there. Maybe. I saw Jennings do this. He put a little bit of, Derek calls it engine honey. I'm using SDP. And what it does, it just blocks up the gap between the rings, I guess. And the thing about SDP is super slippery. I noticed that with my wrench falling out my hand. It's crazy slippery. I love SDP. When I'm rebuilding an engine, I coat every surface with SDP. Not that I've done that many times, but So let's turn it over a few times, get some gasoline in there. You can see it pumping up through my little plastic fuel filter. The bowl should still be full from yesterday. Choke on. Nothing. Cause why? Not a good connection there. A connection through there. Connection on my earth. My earth is positive. Negative. Nothing. What happened? Didn't we get this before? Jeepers. Well, that's wonderful. Loose a wee bit. There's my old wrench. Nothing fits that now. What happened to all the wrenches that fitted here? Anyway, it's sparked. Let's try it. Something's happening. Nice and doohickey. It's kicking hard, man. Why is my starter suddenly not working? That's tight. That's tight. That's sparking in there. I'm just not. Ooh. That's sparking at the right spot, guys. It's kicking back on me, you know. But I need this starter to work. What's wrong with your starter? Did you just go straight? Oh, come on. Oh God, did I finally burn it out? Because the other starter ain't working. I can tell you that from nothing. Oh, there we go, okay. It was my paper clip. The paper clip on the I'm not shitting you, I just pressed the paper clip. Okay, here we go. We're trying it. Full choke. Full choke again. Did you hear it? Fired. Oh man. Poor starter. No wonder it's going to strike. You hear it? You hear it? You hear it? It's so close! Oh my god. Come on, baby. Ay, caramba. So close, guys. So close. And yet this is the last hurrah. I'm not doing it any longer. I feel as if I'm giving up, but I gotta give up, right? Can't keep doing this. 70 hours, over 70 hours I've spent. Over 70 hours. Who else is doing that on an old effed up engine that cost $100, right? Nobody in their right mind. Okay, come on. Oh my goodness. Is there really anything else I can do? It's so close to starting, right? But I mean, who knows? The gaps on the valves, crud in the valves, right? I took the head off. I didn't take the block off and check all the gaps, lap the valves. You don't know what's going on with those valves. So, who knows? No sign of any combustion on that, you know. Look at the smoke coming out of that. So there is some combustion. There's smoke coming out of that bore. There is some combustion, guys. Smoke coming out of the bore. Come on, baby. Just start for a second, just so I can see that whole 70 hours hasn't been wasted. Come on. You got stuff. Give me something. Give me something. Should we keep on going till the starter burns out? I do have that starter, it doesn't work anymore, but okay. Here we go. Did you hear it? It was beginning to go there a little bit. Beginning, but we're going to run out of battery juice. That's it over. I'm taking the engine out at that point. I might leave the rest of it intact and just turn it on its edge, you know, or just move it in here out of the way so it's not blocking up the whole garage anymore. The experimentation time is over. That's the end of it, my friends. It's all over. No more. No mas. See how that's kicking in my hand? Pure starter. The red hot. Coil is not hot. So I don't think we're getting 12 volts out of that battery. It's not doing any harm. Just like putting another 6 volt across it. Okay, it's dead, man. This was its last hurrah. So it's a goner. Sayonara, little engine. Not spend any more time on you. We'll take the engine and gearbox out. We might try and, you know, as we strip it down, if we find things wrong with it and fix them, then maybe we'll give it another go. But right now, oh, feel that, man. It's so ready to start. It's kicking, man. Hear it? Oh, listen to that. Ooh, you fucker. Okay, that's why you don't do that, guys. Ow! That got me there. Oh. I see smoke. That is nuts. That was sore. It's so tempting to put your thumb on that, but boy, it hurts. Oh, did you hear that? never do that, guys. It's so tempting because it's like we cast, until it kicks back. It didn't actually kick back, it kicked forward. And I lost my grip and banged it on the way back again. Ouch. Okay. Come on, get in there. Mr. Brush. What's wrong with you? Shy? I don't want to leave it, guys. I really don't. My goodness, so close. So close. I'm closing down for now. I'm going to get that other lithium ion. Hi. I haven't got a lithium ion, but I did connect it to the little 12 volt battery in the lawnmower, which is relatively new. So it's got 12 volts, a real 12 volts source now. Let's try it. Brush. And now that battery's dead. You heard it, right? You heard it. Man alive. Teeth. I can actually smell the combustion. Too bad you guys don't have a smellometer on there. Bloody hell. Timing. Charging up my old 12 volt. Let's get some life out of it. It does seem a shame to give up at this point, doesn't it? It's so darn close. Oh my goodness me. I would almost feel guilty giving up at this point. And you guys? Seeing there's 11 volts on that 12 volt, I don't believe that for a minute. the 6 volt on right now. Okay. Well, we'll have to connect it anyway. Ah, man. And the oil level's low again because it's going all over the floor. Oh well. Are we giving up? Yeah, I think we are, chaps. I think we are. Disconnect it all. Carburetor's good. We'll leave everything on it the way it is and just take the engine out and put it somewhere safe just now in front of my own car. Then I'll start working my own car, get this place rearranged a little bit. And this engine, right, that they gave up on for the time being because I get so excited about this. But the time has come to learn as much as I can about this chassis. I don't want to just put it away, but I'll take this engine out meantime. Maybe I should just try and put it the way it is, because it's a good place to store it actually. Yeah, I think maybe we'll do that. Just put it up beside the other Opel, and we will do something with it another day. Right, one last try, and then we're calling it a day. Yeah, dead. Okay, we'll continue charging up those batteries, but right now we're calling it a failed experiment. It's formally over, chaps. Formally over. Sorry, little car. You were a lot of fun, a lot of fun. But I promised myself that was the end of it, and it is the end of it. So I'll start clearing up all this mess. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't get that started. We'll revisit that engine again at some future date. So you might see some episode about 35 save coming another time.